Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to ZeldaSpeedRuns and welcome to the Diminish Cap Randomizer tournament, to the first season of the Diminish Cap Randomizer tournament series. Losers bracket semi-finals round number 2 it is today. My name is Tresker and we have FrancoiseHarpie wins Requiem. Before we go into this, a quick notification to all of you. As Stunty, I need to make fun of you. You just said, whoop whoop, I get to actually catch a match live. No, you're not. This is a vodcast. This match happened a week ago for a few reasons. So this is actually the first time we broadcast this. But it has already happened. We're not telling you the result, of course, but yeah. This is a recording, which we are now playing back. I am live right now, and my two comms, and that's the perfect way to hand it over to them. Oh, it's so smooth. Jesus. These two are iBot and Myth. What's up?
Yeah.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Alright.
So Romsin, no French restream is possible, I guess. Would have.
Yeah, don't be alarmed if you see either Francois or Wins in chat today. They're allowed to be in chat.
Yeah.
They've already done this.
Correct. So let's dive into the action, and I switch over to the layout, and let's say 3, 2, 1, and go, guys.
Alright. Should be starting shortly here. Don't worry about the negative 50 minutes on the timer, that's gonna go away.
Right.
They're going to start soon.
And they're off.
Yeah. I completely forgot to take a look at the hash now, but...
Yeah, no, I didn't get to see the hash either, and okay, they don't get anything in Link's house.
Yeah, when both going past the warp into town.
Yep,
You time this and it's a bit faster, right?
Yeah, it's like less than a second, but you save a few frames.
And there's a bomb back in the tower.
Okay, right, that's going to be the first item.
I mean, that opens up the South Highfield cave.
Yeah, definitely going to want to check that out straight away.
And we get a map check. I believe there was neither palace nor fortress, but I could be very much wrong.
Oh yeah, the tracking for this race was done live during the race, so...
Okay, I was wrong. Fortress is an element.
Oh, look at that!
That is okay. Start here, like...
That's a very...
The way fall, skinstone, lamp, moments, and a sword.
Yeah. Damn, that is a lot of items to get right at the start.
So... That
I have no idea where to go. Is it still Minish Woods, I think? Like...
Yeah, you gotta go to Minish Woods and... Like,
I mean...
what else is there? There's...
I mean, those are a lot of items, but they don't really do that much right away at the beginning. Sure,
no,
okay,
you need a grip ring to go up where it falls.
Yeah.
You need, like, flippers to get to the lake. You need a bottle to go up Mount Grinnell. And spin. But yeah, any of those items now unlock a rather large area. And the bombs do give access to Bellari area, which does make the Minish Woods stuff more appealing. Plus you can forget the place, except for the Minish Flippers checks.
Francois going to opt to stay in town and do a couple of the checks here in town, which is pretty good. I mean, you got the lantern, so you can do half ledge, and you got the mitts as well, so you got that mitts cave. They're pretty good options. Wind's not taking a bad option either of going to Minish Woods, especially with the bomb bag. You get access to this to the back end of Minish Woods much faster.
Yeah, going through Minish Woods backwards with starting at Bellaria area is the preferred way to go through it, and then in this case you can... Like, if you find, say, flippers here or a way to go out to North Minish Woods, that will also allow him to take this straight into Lake. Finds a card of medal, that opens a few more items in town. But yeah, as you said, like, the items we have don't really open up that much by themselves, but they do lay the groundwork for a single more another item to unlock a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, they only need like 1 or maybe 2 more items to really open this up. Like something like Cape or the Flippers definitely would just...
Oh, the cape would be really a lot of stuff, like with the entire lake area, including Hype Cave and a lot of Temple of Droplets. Even Flippers would open up a lot.
Yeah, and the kinstones that we're going to really want to be paying attention to are the Castle Wilds kinstones. They're the only ones that are required. We don't need to go to Palace today, but we never know, we could have a required item up there.
Yeah, it's likely that we'll need to visit Cloud Tops at some point. Whether we need to go into Palace is another question.
Winds grabs a mitts butterfly out of the barrel, which is very nice. They haven't actually used the mitts yet at all, so they can do all of the mitts digging things much faster with that.
Yeah, and Francois looks to be now following Winds towards Minish Woods. He did find a bottle in town, which means Spin Attack would open up Krenel for Francois.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different items that are going to open up Mount
Yeah,
Krenel
like
for
Cape,
Francois.
Flippers, or Spin all open up access to Trilby area, and then with the bottle that means access to Krenel. Don't know where exactly that bottle was. Not sure about that one. But I don't think it would have been too long a check in town, so Winds is probably gonna find it at some, like, not too long after. If it's
Yeah, you
required.
shouldn't be putting off town that long. And it may even be a red herring. We've got non-required Cave of Flames. There's nothing that's saying that they have to go to Krenel. Other than Krenel having lots of items.
Though they don't have access to that many items of Krenel right now without gripping Arcane. It's... So, just the card of Mantle from the Minish Woods.
Yeah, not much else. I mean, neither of them have done not Trilby trees, Tingle trees in North Hyrulefield. That's probably where...
Yeah, we do have Tingle trees, and I guess they do have access to Grimblade and the Scroll as well.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes people like to put off going to the courtyard right away because you have to come back when you have Sword and Lantern and when you have boots to do extra checks. But if you've got Sword and Lantern right away, might as well go there now, because then you only need to go back once you get the boots.
And the bottle was apparently on Cafe Ladies, so really easy to pick up. No way Winds missed that.
Nori going ham with the gift subs. Thanks for the gift subs to Hendris and myself.
Yeah, shoutouts to Nori. Tress is doing this restream, but Nori does a lot of the TMCR tournament and weekly restreams, so... So, what does the card of Mantle lead to? A boomerang on a visible item? A book? And nothing else. So, not really anything right now. The book by itself, of course, doesn't do anything. So yeah, I guess it has to be like Tingle Trees or Courtyard.
Yeah, it's the only area they haven't been to yet.
Well, it can be North Bay Falls, that's just behind the wall, I guess. They do have one check there.
Yeah, both of them have both done half ledge the incorrect way. They didn't do full Hendris ledge yet. They didn't have access to Blue Chew though, so...
Well, they only need the Gustra and one of Cane of Flippers for that, so... But yeah, with that early Lantern, I wouldn't have expected to see a Hendris ledge here. But, I mean, perhaps that is the most authentic Hendris ledge if you delayed until after Blue 2 even in these circumstances.
Yeah, with that early lantern, it really does open up the opportunity to go to Temple of Droplets as soon as you get either your cape or flippers. Ideally when you have your cape, because then you can save a lot of time in Temple of Droplets doing some of the skips to access the back half after doing the Dark Maze, which you wouldn't be able to do if you only had the flippers.
Kinstone and Single Trees, that was a caster Kinstone. So one of the ones we want. There's the spin attack that gives access to Krenner.
Yeah, Winds did pick up that bottle as well in town where Francois found it, so...
Yeah, Cafe Lady isn't a check you skip. Like...
Yeah.
There's a wallet. I don't think there was anything in the shop, was there?
No, the shop's completely barren. There is a heart container at the dog food item at the back. That's the only thing of worth.
Yeah, but that one we can't access yet, and I suppose the attic one, so...
Yeah, really healthy seed already. They're just coming up to 10 minutes now. Francois is on 6 hearts and Winds is on 5.
Yeah, that is what happens when you, like, full clear basically Minish Woods and find nothing of importance. You must have picked up some hearts then.
Yeah, we're not going to be getting any 3 hearts Templar Droplet basements. But we do get a Graveyard Key.
That is required, of course, for accessing the Royal Crypt.
I do think Krenel is the play for both of them right now. They're just making sure they're not having to do much backtracking later on, so they're gonna grab the stuff here in the courtyard and then head over there as quickly as possible.
Yeah. Besides Krenel, they have 1 item in Velfort. Like, it's not that Krenel is the best option, it's really the only option right now.
Like, there's one...
never mind!
Okay! Right, that changes things up.
Now you go to Velfort.
Yeah, Veilful's a really good option now, but Winds doesn't want to go to Veilful. Oh! They're thinking about it, they are going to go to Veilful's.
Yeah, no, that means Upper Velfort is now better than Krenel.
Yeah, definitely.
To do first. We still want to go to Krenel, like the
definitely.
Beanstalk is also really good.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you're right next to Velfort, you're not gonna get closer.
Yeah,
from Krenel to Western Woods is closer, so you want to... like, say both have a sword, you want to probably do them in this order.
Krenel is a bit more of a commitment as well. With Veilfuls, you're not really committing too much. You can hit the warp here very easily and then leave whenever you want to. Whereas on Krenel, I guess you can leave whenever you want to, but you're kind of locked into staying there a bit longer unless you want to do lots of backtracking. Yeah,
you can also want to find a cane here just to not have a hard choice on whether to do the vanilla path towards Cave of Flames.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you always want to have a cane available to you before you head to Mount Krenel. Yeah, as Hendrix points out, you've also got the option to save Scum Cloud Tops right now. Having only... You don't even have any Cloud Tops Kinstones right now, so you can... The save scum here isn't going to mean that you're going to have to repeat any fusions. You're just going to be able to see what the items are, all of the items as well, because you've already got the mitts.
Yeah, no cape makes Cloud Tops a bit slower than it would be with the cape, so that might be a reason not to go there right now.
Yeah, it's not that much slower. You only need to do a couple extra jumps through the tornadoes.
Yeah, is it? I don't know, how much is it in total? Like, maybe half a minute or so?
Yes, it's no more than 30 seconds, I would say. It's not something that's worth, like, changing your routing over. Like, it takes far more time coming back later than you know, waiting till you have
did Winds save at any point here?
I don't know.
I didn't see when
It's
save.
not a huge gamble because it's reasonable to expect that you're gonna find something here. It's just if
But
he
you do
doesn't,
have access to like Trend Beanstalk, so it's also like it could just be nothing here. And
yeah,
climbing down
Yeah.
by falls is a significant time loss if
yeah,
there's nothing
exactly.
here. And you would
Francois
have
can
been able to save.
overtake if he saves after this chest.
Yeah.
No.
Francois just decides to go and leave Cloudtops for later.
Okay, interesting.
That's also reasonable.
Yeah, Francois is going to instead take their business over to Mount Crenel. There is a lot over in Mount Crenel that's available right now.
Yeah, like the grip ring did also give access to Upper Crenel in the faster way, as well as opening up a lot of checks, mainly the Crenel Beanstalk. That
Also, did either of them check the lower Veilfall's rupees? When
I saw a dog food and a heart piece when
Oh, okay.
Francois checked it. So nothing important, but we don't know what dog food leads to.
Right, Francois opening up the front end of Mount Crenel. We're going to see what's going to be available in here. Winds has a couple more items to collect here in Cloudtops.
It's like 3 more checks here. This chest, the one on the platform over, and the lower cliff.
Yeah.
So not a whole lot of chances to still pick something up, and he hasn't found anything yet.
Oh yeah, we also didn't mention that there was remote bombs as well, which is really nice to have early on. It speeds up your bomb usage a lot.
Yeah, remote bombs are like
I don't know what you would prefer to find though with a 10 bomb bag. If you'd prefer to find remote bombs or another bomb bag to boost up to 30, because 10 bombs is not many and 30 is a lot, and it's really helpful.
okay. So Cloudhouse had only a shield, which is not something you would save scum away, but also not something that's likely to lead to more progression.
Yeah, Francois also picked up a Cloudtops Kinstone at the beginning of Mount Crenel.
So not a whole lot on either side so far. I guess that shield could lead to something important in either of the two
Yeah.
scrubs.
Well, Winds will know pretty soon because they're going to head over to Crenel now, and they'll be able to use the shield in the 2 spots that require it.
Yeah, the Tribby scrubs right on the way, and the Crane scrubs easy to reach if you have the grip ring, which they do.
Right, Francois gets a bomb drop.
Yeah, which means
So-
he will be fine for bombs here
Yeah,
to get rid of the dust.
yeah. That's all that needs to happen on Mount Crenel is you just need to find one bomb drop somewhere, and then you'll be good for bombs for the rest of the time. Okay, he does use an extra bomb there. I think that's fine though.
Yeah, he's just. I mean, he's gonna quick walk out of here and then climb up to the Scrub's cave, which has more bomb drops in the grass if he needs them.
Yeah,
so
so
he's
this
fine
game
for bombs.
This game does have multiple Deku scrubs. There's one in there are lots of non-randomized ones, but the only 2 randomized ones are one in Trilby and one on Upper Mount Crenel. There is one in Lower Mount Crenel. It doesn't give you anything. It just gives you it just tells you where a hint, like where to get the bottle in vanilla. Yeah, there's also grip. There's scrubs in Castor Wilds and in Minish Woods as well. Oh, Oh, and there is another one on lower Mount Crenel as well, but all of those just sell you things. Like the one in Minishwood sells you kinstones, one in Castorwild sells you arrows, and the one in Crenel sells you bombs.
So Francois found another caster kinstone there, and Vince got a sword beam from the Trilby Scrub, which I think could still be important in this situation if they find a Gust Jar and the vanilla path to Cave of Flames is required. Is that right?
Yeah, if they find the Gust Jar or two bows, that will also do it.
But if they have the bow, then the sword beam
is
required.
If they have the bow, then the peril...
So they need to find specifically the Gust Jar for the sword beam to be important.
Yeah, and then that leads to non-required Cave of Flames.
But at least the non-required Cave of the cane and the cape and the bow and anything else? I guess the boomerang. They have a boomerang. Does that already make the sword beam redundant?
Oh yeah, the boomerang does.
Okay, so
yeah,
never mind. Sword beam isn't.
Don't worry about the sword beam.
So one more chance for that sheet to be important. Well, I guess sword beam could be important for Swiftblade the Firsts.
Oh yeah, there's always that.
But
okay, Wince is gonna go for this. It's gonna go for the bomb shop Deku Scrub that always sells bombs.
Yeah, that does mean he won't have to worry about random bomb drops, right?
Yeah, that resolves that issue. Yeah, in this randomizer, if a shop has a repeatable item, so you can always go back to that person and rebuy an item, then it's not randomized. But there are lots of shop items that are one-off shop buys, and those are randomized in this randomizer.
Francois deciding not to get the magical boomerang out of the Hermit Cave. Finds another sword up here, so that's a red sword, which means that's
yeah, and the bow.
Western Woods exits.
That's what you're looking for. I see Francois dipping out after they get the rain chest.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have a way to do the vanilla part. I guess if the rain chest is the other bow, he could go for it. But I don't think he's going to.
Or the Gust Jar, or the cape.
Or the Gust Jar.
Or the cape. There's a lot of things it could be, but it isn't any of them.
No, it's just arrows, so no choice in going further there. It's just...
You're gonna stick around though, because Greyblade...
Yeah, Greyblade is for relatively quick items, so just going there makes sense.
Yeah, Windsor's going to be slightly behind now because they spend that extra time up in Cloudtops getting that shield. This could come back to help them, though, if they find something in the Grip Ring Scrub. That will make Francois take a while before they have to go back there and get that item.
But do you really think the Grip Scrub's going to be required?
It's not the first time. I specifically remember the cape being there in a seed. I think Hayden was playing that one because I remember they just didn't get it the entire time.
Nothing on Greyblade. So straight to Western Woods for Francois, I'd expect.
Yeah, we found Spin a while ago. It was in the Tingle Trees, which is Sphere Zero, so that gave us access to Mount Crenel in the first place. Because you need to show one of the guards that you can do a spin attack to get past him, but in the randomizer we just make him recognize that you have the spin scroll in your inventory and he doesn't
he recognizes that you have a way to get past him, which is either the ability to use spin or the ability to go through North Harrowfield instead by using the flippers or the cape.
Okay, Francois finds Downstrike and the Pegasus boots in Western Woods.
Yeah, Downstrike, nicely convenient scroll, not terribly important, especially since it's not an element. Boots do give him access to caster.
Oh, getting that moblin got stuck in the doorway of the tree there. That's not great. Alright, Francois skipping Percy, going for Castor
I don't
Wild.
think he's skipping Percy, though he should, obviously.
Yeah, always
he
skip
just set the
Percy.
quick warp first.
Yeah, a very terrible decision here from Francois. Just, you always skip Percy. Like, when does Percy ever have anything? It's just never. See, look, he's gonna talk to him and he's gonna get absolutely nothing. Look, just don't ever do Percy.
Is there anything more in here, in the Beanstalk? Or is it just the caster access from the boots with... I mean, they have the bow, so they have a lot of stuff to do in caster access. Where's the flippers and another bomb?
Yeah.
Where do you go with those?
Oh, the flippers have just opened up a lot in Lake Hylia. You can do a lot in Templar Droplets now. Or you could do... hiking?
Yeah, they do open up hiking in caster, they do open up Scarblade.
Yeah, you can like full play Castle Wilds right now with what you have.
Yeah. I think I would still want to go into caster in this situation, but...
Yeah, like what if your last Castle Wilds Kinstone is French Vanilla? It's somewhere here in Castle Wilds, and then, you know, then you can go to Fortress half an hour in.
Or what if your Ocarina is here?
Oh, yeah.
Movement back to lake and back here way faster, like...
Yeah. There's a lot of really powerful items they're still missing, like, Cape, Ocarina. Oh yeah, also don't...
Even if it's like the Gust Jar here, that would still allow them to quickly Deepwood, so...
Yeah, exactly. Those flippers did just open up Deepwood as well, so that is something that they need to consider. Deepwood is required. They kind of want to put off Deepwood until they find their Gust Jar, but yeah, I do find that people forget about Deepwood a lot. Sure, it's a really slow, not very dense dungeon, so you want to put it off, but...
Nimbus, they can get to Temple of Droplets by going through the digging cave in northern Minish Woods.
Yeah.
So that gives access to the lake, and then they obviously have the flippers.
The mitts and flippers combination allows that.
One of the many ways to access Lake Hylia. And obviously having access to the lake plus the flippers does mean access to Temple of Droplets.
I do believe this is a Trez Seed.
That's possible? I actually don't know.
Oh,
okay, apparently it is a Trez Seed, so...
Everyone buckle up.
So yeah, sticking in caster and just being safe, definitely the right choice then.
Right, so the Ocarina is in Dark Horror Castle.
Well, I would, like, you say it's a Trez Seed, okay, you do hiking now.
Yeah, you go to hiking.
Like full clear caster. Another bomb back and caster there. Third bomb back, even less important than the second one. Like, after 30 bombs, you're kind of good on bombs.
Before this seed, Trez rolled 1 seed. So the fact they're on the ban list.
I mean, every seed for weekly or tourney race gets added to the ban list, so...
Yeah.
If you're on there, it just means that you either have rolled one of those or have rolled a seed bad enough to make people put it on there.
Yeah, Francois going for some of those Minish checks. Gonna see if they make the play to go all the way through to hiking.
Pretty sure if they're gonna start doing the Minish checks here, they're gonna keep going until hiking.
I've got an interesting new idea for a route in Castor Wilds. If you haven't done the South Cave, I don't think he's done the South Cave, right? And
You mean the one to the right of the Windcrest?
yeah.
That was the first thing he did.
Oh, right. Okay. Sometimes people forget to do that right at the start and go to the grave as well. So you
No,
could
he
get
did that
these
and
two...
went to Swiftblade the First right away.
Yeah. You could do these two chests here that he's doing right now. Grab the small dozer, quick warp here, go and get the platform chest in the middle, jump down off of there and go and shrink again and continue through Minish checks. I'm wondering if that is a fast route. Because I'm not sure if they've done the platform chest right in the middle.
Yeah, I think like the upper chest there, I think that one.
Yeah. Oh, they did get that. Okay.
But she did already get that, so.
Oh, falling back down the hole. Yeah, that is such an awkward cave to come out of in Castor Wilds. I find that you do the smallest tap left possible and then you can hold down and it will work.
Yeah, or you just walk to the right and get knocked back, and that also works.
Yeah, the walking to the right is much more lenient because you can let go at any point during the knockback animation.
And
Whereas
at 11 hearts, it's...
Yeah, if you've got lots of hearts, you don't need to worry about it. And typically, when you're at Castor Wilds, you're not going to get access to Castor Wilds like 5 minutes in. Barring...
You say that, but this game does
typically
do those kind of seeds.
Yeah, okay, that happens sometimes, but typically...
Yeah, typically
you're gonna have a lot of help
is
going
the
into Castor.
late area to access. Didn't have anything for us today.
Yeah, nothing at all. Castor completely barren.
Yeah, only in duplicate bomb bag, but nothing to unlock anything more. So we'll see if Wind decides to also full clear this place, or if he decides to gamble on.
Following in Francois' footsteps, just. How did I get that far ahead of everyone in band points? Well, it's because the randomizer hates me.
It's because Myth just rolls consistently bad seeds. And he rolled a lot of them for tourney races.
Yeah, it's the combination of rolling a lot of seeds and then being consistently bad. I heard this weekly was a good one. I'm gonna be
you're in for something there. You'll like that seed.
I have no idea what happened. All I did was I checked around about the 3-hour mark in the race time chat, and I saw that Nesman was done at 2:47, and I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you'll love that seed. I think you're gonna be sad that you missed that weekly. I know you don't race anymore, but
I'm gonna give that seed a go sometime later this week.
Go for it. But yeah, Francois doing more checks in town instead of going to either lake or possibly.
Yeah, they're doing the quick checks in town though. They did Karlov, they're doing town waterfall. They'll do the well. These are all quick checks that you definitely do on your way through town. Don't overstay your welcome though. Get going over to Lake Hylia.
Great spin there in the well.
Yeah,
nice.
go do Simon now.
Right, Simon now is the time to do it.
Yeah, is he gonna do it now? No, not going to do Simon. No, gonna start heading over to Lake Hylia. Oh, but first, gonna check under the school.
Mike revealing how you roll consistently bad seeds. That does explain it. Now I have to check if the seeds I rolled with my VM were significantly different from the ones I roll now with. So... looks like... What's Francois doing? Is he gonna do Simon's... Doesn't seem like he is. Where's he going? Oh, right, there's the waterlogged digging cave in Trevi.
Yeah, there's one last one here that you don't want to orphan.
And I guess he can take that into Great Blade.
I last locationed my Gus Jar there one race. That wasn't fun. I was like, why is everyone finished? I haven't even hit go mode yet.
Yeah. But yeah, Wince did also just do the full clear and caster, or... well, he did hiking just now, which usually means that you full clear the place, if you can. Just left the top chest.
Yeah, it's a bit of an awkward chest to route in, and you kind of forget about it sometimes, but yeah, they're gonna grab the...
Apparently
the
hadn't
grave
done
after this.
Great Uncle Herbert yet either.
Yeah, we don't have many scrolls so far, it's just 4, I think.
I remember seeing Spin Great down and Beam. Is that right? Is that all of them?
Spin Great, Down, and Beam, yeah.
Okay, and Francois now clearing out the bootstock checks in Courtyard. I guess if he's this thoroughly clearing everything, he's gonna then get the digging cave in Northway Falls before going to the lake.
Yeah, also really awkwardly is the Vale Falls upper waterfall. That's quite an awkward chest to go and get right now. As soon as they get the
You
ocarina...
want your ocarina for that, and Francois
Yeah.
does still have all of Cloudtops open.
Yeah. Also, the Flippers did also open up the Minish Flippers cave again, and at one of those other chests that you want to wait till you get your ocarina to route it very
Yeah,
quickly.
ocarina makes those really fast checks. If not, they are probably gonna go there with the Gastra in hand on the way to Deepwood. Well, that's
It's Wednesday, my dudes.
Wake Up Mushroom there for Francois. So, and Tingle Trophy. Well, one of those is the fetch quest you can hand in right now, the other needs the cane. Does it mean he's gonna go straight back into town? It looks like he is. Meanwhile, Wind's doing chickens. I believe that's checks that Francois hasn't done that he had access to.
Yeah, no, that is our first chickens that we've seen.
How much off town has Francois done? Has he done any of the Minish checks?
No, I don't think so.
So it's... And now he's doing Simon's. Okay.
Yeah, I think they just reminded themselves about that. So yeah, better do Simon. Oh, and Windsor's gonna do Simon as well. I think they just got the...
Yeah, Wind's just picked up the Great Spin, so...
Yeah. Francois... Okay, Francois is gonna use Great Spin.
Yeah, he had some trouble charging the Great Spin with things running
Yeah,
into
Wind's
his
getting a
sailor,
really good
so...
fight there.
But-
Francois didn't get their Great Spin off, so struggling a lot in this fight. And we're going to see that the time difference.
Instead, right?
Yeah.
Whereas Win's just...
You can see how much faster the using the doing the save scum is than.
Yeah. Win's finished the fight first, and Francois still had control of Link first. So... Francois going south out of town, I guess he wants to check the Minish Flipper's caves? Possibly dip into Deepwood, although it would surprise me a bit.
Yeah, this was a bit of a weird play. There's not much over here, and it takes a while to get over here, and you can't... I know this is required, but you don't have your Gust Jar yet to speed this up. Maybe he's just gonna... Oh, he's going straight into Deepwood!
Well, he's setting his Quick Warp here.
Okay, right.
Like, he set his Quick Warp, but there's no way he skips the Flipper's case here.
On the other hand, Winds is staying around.
That does mean he will go into Deepwood afterwards.
Yeah, Winds is going to be doing the Minish checks in town.
Well, except the Fountain, I assume.
Yeah, no fountain.
But yeah, the shop attic, the bakery attic, and the half back door are available.
Francois having to do this cave without the cape. You do have the boots though, which help make that movement on ice much more consistent.
Yeah, you do get used to the ice physics of Minish Cap, but it's still a bit weird.
Still terrible.
There was another spin scroll for Winds there, I think?
Yeah, I think that was fast spin. Or
might have been long spin.
Split. Alright, Francois is in Deepwood. What are we gonna find in here? This is our first dip into a dungeon 40 minutes in.
Yes, it is. And surprisingly, it's Deepwood rather than, say, Droplets. Although I guess we had access to them at the same time.
Yeah, I would have expected Droplets first, because you can get a lot more done in there. Right, there's a small key so they can continue. They are not boss locked. Yeah, like, neither of them have been to Lake yet, and they did get the Flippers to get access to it, but just haven't...
Yeah, Flippers were quite late, but, Lakes were, like, Lake plus the London checks that unlocked is a lot more than Deepwood, so...
Yeah, and the only way to Lake right now is through North Minish Woods, so... You
would also pick those up on the way, yeah.
A bit of sense from Francois to do this first, but still, I would have just gone through North Minish Woods, cleared out everything in Lake, and then gone through. But yeah, Lake is awkward to get to right now, so it's understandable why they haven't gone there straight away. But once you go to Lake, then you can open up all of the shortcuts by pushing the boulders, and then it's really easy to get back.
And that's it for Deepwood. So the dungeon is Gust Jar locked now.
Yeah, quite often you're just gonna get locked by the Gust Jar.
Which means Francois is now finally gonna head into North Minish Woods and then into Lake from there. Meanwhile, Win's still trailing behind what Francois did earlier, just picked up the Wake Up Mushroom and the Tingle Trophy.
Right, now we're gonna see Francois checking out North Minish Woods and also going to go into Lake Hylia.
Okay, he's doing this and then checking syrup in the digging cave, I guess.
Yeah, they haven't done.
Yeah, that does make sense.
They haven't done Lon Lon Pot or Goron Quest, so now it's the best.
Are you sure they haven't done Pot? They would have.
Have they not? Have they done Lon Lon?
Well, the back London area they obviously haven't, but I would have thought they would have done the pot way earlier.
I don't even think they've been in the area, so if they quick warp and go to the pot now, then okay, they've already done.
No, I think they've been through Minish Woods once, and they would have exited there and done the digging cave. So I think at that time they would have done the pot.
Yeah.
Like, the pod has been accessible for a long time.
Yeah. Okay, there's another book. Wait, I think that's 2 now.
That was the second book, yes.
Okay!
There's the ocarina! Well...
Yeah, Francois spots that and is like, yoink, getting that straight away.
That means that going to Lake earlier would have been the better choice, probably. Okay, apparently Winds had not done the pot yet. That's surprising to me, but...
Yeah, I don't know why they're doing it now, because... Wait, can they just quick warp? Okay, they've come from the entrance to town, that's fine. That's
they just turned in the wake-up mushroom and... then went there, so that does make sense to do it then.
Yeah, Francois' dip into Deepwood has given Winds quite the opportunity to catch up now. It's only going to be like a minute.
It doesn't mean that
Francois.
If they like hit the gas shark for Gomod or something, Francois will be able to just go through the boss. Whereas Winds will still need to spend some of their time in Deepwood that Francois already spent there. But with the ocarina, getting to Deepwood will be much faster for Winds than it was for Francois.
Yeah, I think anything on that visible Lake Hylia spot is... It's a pretty good item location, because when are you not going to see that item? Okay, there's a kinstone in North Lake Hylia.
Yeah, I mean, that spot being a visible spot isn't really... Like, it's rare that you have access to that spot without being able to get the item. It's possible,
No, I meant that, like, if it's a good item there, that's great. It's always a good spot to have anything.
Yeah, but it's like...
I mean, it doesn't matter that it's visible. It could have been it could be a chest. It's just it's in a spot you're always going to be going past that area every seed you play. So
yeah, probably. And
the Jabbernet.
Locked by the flippers. Well, unless the cave was accessible, which where would that be?
Yeah, it'd have to be somewhere like.
Did we have anything?
I don't know. I don't think the cake could have been anywhere. No, they kind of checked everything.
I think the flippers do lock everything we are gonna find in here, since...
I think the last thing is the dojo in town on the boots item.
Right, we haven't seen the dash attack teaching yet. That is one check.
Yeah, Francois on 99 bombs.
Yeah, the last bomb bag was in the town waterfall, so... have all of them for a while now, and...
Yeah,
not
on
gonna
average,
have to worry about bombs for the rest of the seed.
When you're on 99 bombs, you don't even need to get any refills after that point. On average, at least what I find is I use somewhere between 60 and 70 bombs a seed. depending if you do use remote bomb strats on certain things, but that's a typical bomb use for me anyway, so...
There's the cape!
Yeah, it's not a fantastic cape spot, but good
It's
to be...
a pretty good cape
it.
spot with how the, like... It's still early enough, and it just means that you get another check here, and it's something that you would usually do before going into droplets. With the way the items were laid out.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is the main important thing with the cape right now.
Yeah, Winds could decide to go into droplets right now before they go check out Lon Lon. But I really dislike that. You definitely want to be doing Lon Lon first before going into Temple of Droplets.
And Francois is gonna... Oh, he's gonna check Library. Okay. Yeah, that makes some sense. Cape.
Yeah, you would put this off until you have your cape, just because it's an awkward cape to go through otherwise.
But yeah, now you just pick up the Kinstone that we saw on the North Harpesian Lake, go through Hype Cave, and then it's droplets, I guess. Unless you keep finding stuff, in which case it's probably still droplets. You can finish the dungeon.
Yeah, well, with the items you have now, and okay, there's the Cloudtop's Kenstone. Yeah, with the items you have, and droplets being required, you definitely want to go to droplets now and get...
Yeah, the only reason not to go to droplets would be that you can't full clear it. So maybe if they found the last caster Kinstone, they would want to go to Fortress instead, if they really wanted to, but not really. Like, Fortress gets a lot faster in go mode, so you still want to go to droplets. Who knows?
Yeah, coming back later with the Gust Jar to full clear droplets is...
I guess if you find another
not
sorting,
bad.
you could put off droplets until after Graveyard. With the Ocarina in hand.
Oh, yeah, okay then, yeah.
That would be the one scenario in which they don't do droplets after this, I think. Like, pretty much every other, like anything else or nothing you find here, you're gonna go to droplets after.
Now, what that cape did was it gave access to Cave of Flames, which is not something they really want to be thinking about.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's not nice at all. It's like, oh, no, don't want to go up there.
I doubt we're gonna see that. Way too much stuff they can do for that to be something that they're gonna do soon.
Right, Fred's not gonna be getting another Castican Stone?
I didn't see what it was. It was the last caster. Okay.
Okay, so... Yeah, they're gonna go to Fortress. Yeah, I guess
Okay.
do Fortress now.
Yeah, I mean, you can do that. It's a bit awkward
between
because
Fortress-
you don't want to double dip Fortress and you kind of don't want to do the back if you can avoid it, whereas Temple of Droplets,
I'll
you
still
are
do
going to go
Droplets.
to both Rupee Pass no matter what. And it's
Yeah,
fine.
exactly. I'll do Droplets because what if you find something big in Droplets and then you can just go mode Fortress?
I mean, they still need 4 more items. 2 swords,
Yeah.
Caster and Cane. So
Yeah,
it's not
pretty
that
much.
likely you'll hit go mode right away with Temple of Droplets and then Fortress, but it's still possible that between the two of them you
I mean,
hit
it's
go
not a
mode
bad
somewhere in
call to go-
Fortress.
It's not a bad call to go to Fortress. It's they're both
No,
the
it's-
two most item dense dungeons. It's a hard choice to choose between them.
And looks like Vince is just... Oh no, did Vince not do Library yet?
Winds did not do Library.
Okay. So then Vince is probably gonna do Droplets after Library.
Maybe.
Right.
They still have their Ocarina equipped. We'll see what they do on the quick warp.
Well, are they gonna quick warp or are they just gonna jump down and go to the Minish World? Okay, they are gonna quick warp, and they are gonna float away. Fortresses? Okay
Yep.
then.
I mean, you just got all of your Castican stones. I guess when you're thinking about it, Droplets does have a lot of items, but they're really early on in the seed. Fortress is
Droplets
always
is
much
not gonna
later in
get
the seed.
faster though.
I know it's not going to get faster. It's there you go.
There's the cane. Okay.
Fortress being later in the seed kind of makes it so that I don't know the items there are more valuable.
Yes, but the items here carry some time investment, whereas the ones in Droplets are like a lot of the ones in Droplets are basically free. Because you're gonna go there anyways.
Yeah.
Because you need to do Octo.
I mean, you also need to do Mazao.
Yes, but you didn't need to go to the Beanstalk if it's go mode. You don't need to go
You
to the
did
Dagger
because
Fortress
it had
if
your
it's go mode.
cane.
Well, you did. Yeah, but like, you don't need to go to the Dagger Fortress if you had go mode before then, and that's a lot more time investment or a lot bigger gambit to skip than skipping some checks and Droplets because they're slow.
Yeah, definitely. I would have done Droplets before going to Fortress, even though Fortress is really appetizing because you just got that Kenstone. It's like, damn.
Yeah, I can see going to Fortress, and when we were talking beforehand about what we were gonna find, what we could find in Hype Cave that would make us not go to Droplets, like I did mention that Kinstone could make you go to Fortress, but it feels better to go to Droplets still.
Yeah, no, I never like putting off Droplets, especially when it's required, and you have...
Yeah, it's required Droplets, you have the Lantern, you have the Cape, you have the Red Sword, you have Spin.
Yeah, no reason why.
Why are you not going into Droplets?
Well, you just got your Castican stones.
Yeah, I know. But... Like then leaves the awkward question, like if you now find your boss key in the first check here in Fortress, how long again you gonna stick around?
Yeah.
Because I think in this situation you kind of have to full clear Fortress. If you're here and like you don't want to skip stuff here and then have to come back later, that's terrible.
Gust Jar on Pop Push. Spicy.
That would be terrible. Amusing, but terrible.
Yeah, and if they put the power bracelets in some horrible spot, that means that you have to go through the first half to get to the back to hit the switch so that you can go through the door.
That's never required, right? So
it's not required.
They would have skipped the power bracelet somewhere if they had to do that. And
yeah, it's just if you're in Palace and you haven't got your power bracelets, but you just happen to have the items necessary to like, you got enough small keys and stuff, and the big key, then you can always go to the back half, do that, and then bam, there's your Gust Jar. You're not going to go and look for your power bracelets. You're just going to quick walk back to the beginning of the dungeon and then go through again to get that Gust Jar.
Yeah, I guess. But like the only situation I can see that happening with how thoroughly they've been cleaning everything is if the power bracelets are later in Palace.
Oh god.
Which would be just terrible. But I think that one's possible.
Yeah, they're both doing Fortress at basically exactly the same time right now. This is so surprising. I would have expected at least one of them to have entered Droplets by this point. They got an early
Yeah,
lap.
they both decided to just go to Fortress. Like, they've been doing pretty much the same thing the entire siege.
Yeah,
The only difference so far is that Winds did clear Cloud Tops.
This seed has been pretty linear, but like not
no,
that
but
linear.
they have had some choices, and going into Droplets
Yeah.
was one of those. And they've just been choosing the same thing the entire time.
I mean, they're two of the last people left in this tournament, so you know they got to be doing
I guess
something
that
right.
just means that we don't know what we're talking about if they're both choosing to go to Fortress rather than Droplets. Because neither but anymore. These guys still are, so... Maybe that's just the correct call and we don't see the reason for it, but there is some reason for it.
Yeah, neither Francois nor Wins is here at the moment to defend their actions, so we can just assume the worst.
Sure. Yeah, I guess we do have Nesman and Hendrix who asked it in the tournament in chat, so we can ask them what they would have done. Would you have gone into Droplets or would you have gone into Fortress in this situation?
And Hendrix is going to be playing against the winner of this match. They are so close to each other, they're in the same room.
Yeah, kind of in the same room. Francois just fell down through the floor.
Yeah, Nesman, Mike was in here earlier. He explained how they have a program that analyzes the Discord name of whoever's rolling a seed, and they have a special case for my name and make sure it rolls the worst seeds possible.
Having taken at least a cursory glance at the source code of the rando, I can confirm that is a thing.
We haven't got the boss key yet, have we?
I don't think we do have the boss key, no.
Yeah, we got all four of the small keys, but yeah.
Otherwise Francois would be going to the boss right now.
Yeah, with the position they are in the seed, they kind of don't want to go to that center path chest right away on the way to the boss. You would do that if you were in go mode at this point, and also looking at the dungeon layouts, you kind of want to go mode this dungeon.
Well, there is this thread where you go to that chest and then activate the red orb.
Yeah. Yeah, you do that when you're in go mode. And really, would you want to be going over... Yeah, like... I think going to Temple of Droplets early would have been the better play here than to come to Fortress.
I mean, we keep saying that, but both of these guys clearly disagreed, so...
I mean, they're really hoping for a sword, and they haven't had a sword yet, so there's... there could be a sword back here.
Yeah, and the terrible placement of the boss key does also mean, as Henry's pointed out, that you can't really save that much time in go mode in this place.
Yeah,
of course, they didn't know that at the time they made the choice, but it has worked out for them in that regard.
I mean, we don't know if the boss key is in a terrible space. It could still be in that center path chest. It could be the first chest you pick when you go mode in this dungeon.
You mean the...
They did
going south after going up?
Yeah, the
Francois
one
did
that.
that.
Oh, they did. Oh, okay, then I lied.
Yeah, the one that where you push the statue onto the switch after digging the path for it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Francois did that.
Oh,
It
okay.
was nothing. He did that before going to the platform chest.
Yeah, remember it's Fortress of Go mode. If you leave your items in other dungeons, then you can't go this. You know, you're not gonna find Go mode here. You need to wait until you're like 1 or 2 items away from Go mode, and then come here. Then you hit Go mode. That's how Fortress of Go mode works.
Or you could then come here to find your last Cloud of Skinstone to open up Palace. To find your combat there.
Right, is it gonna be Vanilla Boss Key?
Yeah, it's a 50-50 at this point, right?
It's a
looks like it is.
Vanilla Boss Key!
So yeah. I guess there wasn't much time save in coming here in Go mode then.
Yeah, Vanilla Boss
I'm
Key.
pretty sure Vanilla Boss Key is a theme point, yeah.
Wow. Alright, off to Bazaar we go.
Yeah, so... what strats do you think he's gonna use? Is he using bomb strats? He's gonna use his bomb
Yep.
strats.
Gonna go for bomb strats. And you got 99, you might as well. And,
Yeah, with remote bombs, it's...
yeah, you only want to do this with remote bombs. If you don't have remote bombs, then it's very slow.
Was there anything in Fortress right now? I don't think we have found anything in Fortress yet. There is still one item to be found
No.
here, but...
The last item we found was the cane, and that was in Windruins on the Beanstalk. Yeah, other than that... I mean, you could have last locationed your cane. It's not too big of a deal.
Yeah, the cane is of course required for beating Vati, but... I hope not needed apart from that, I guess.
I don't know, there might be something on the dog food, in which case we'd need the cane to go to Vale Falls to grab that.
Yeah, it's possible that the cane locks some item somewhere, like on dog food or on Tingle or...
Oh yeah, there's Tingle as well. Baron
the
full
cane
clear
means
for-
they won't need to go to Cave of Flames the vanilla way, which was an option since we got that cane.
Yeah, they might be feeling bad about having to have full cleared the fortress and got nothing out of it, but it should feel some consolidation that it was basically required. There was no way of not full clearing the fortress. Yeah, Winds is not going for remote bombs, they're going to be using their sword.
Which is the strat where you take less damage.
Yeah, when you're slashing your sword, as long as you're dealing damage to an enemy, Link gets invulnerability, so the hand can like slam down on Link whilst you're slashing and it just does nothing.
Just a bottle on Zelda.
Francois avoiding their second bottle, they could be picking that up and getting an extra fairy, but they hate bottle percent. And that's our first element.
Yeah, first element at over an hour in, but... And it's from Fortress. Tingle has a sword!
Oh my god!
Alright then! That cane already paying off. That's access to Graveyard, that's access to Royal Crypt.
I don't think... Winds has not done the Minish checks here yet, so...
Huh, okay.
They'll do that and then quick warp after. I mean, you normally do wait until you've done Mazal.
Well...
When Mazal's required, you wait until you've done Mazal, because you always teleport outside. If Mazal's not required, then you want to do it earlier.
If Mazal's not required, or if you are close enough to go mode then you might hit it before doing Fortress.
Yeah, this is the any % route, is equipping the Ocarina after Fortress and then going to Link's house and talking to Tingle.
Okay. Clearly that's why Francois is doing that.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Winds did not immediately talk to Tingle and is going into a Temple of Droplets instead.
Yeah, not gonna hurt them just yet because,
Yeah, as we were talking about earlier, Temple of Droplets, Octo is required, so you're not really spending time doing some of this.
Yeah, a high-level sword isn't going to do anything for you in this dungeon, unless you have the 4 sword, and then it just does more damage.
Yeah, unless the Graveyard has both the other sword and the Gust Jar.
Yeah, Francois being very kind to us and having the lantern on so we can see, but typically you don't go through Lost Woods with the lantern on because it aggroes the genies to come in and grab you. Gomudan Palace, oh. Yeah, we're just hoping not to find any more Cloudtop Skinstones.
Yeah,
There's
put
not
a
what
Cloud
we
of
want.
Skinstone in Dark Hyrule Castle.
Oh!
There's the Gust Jar!
It's a floating Gust Jar.
So Francois just needs to find a 4 sword. And we know there's always a sword in Temple of Droplets, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
That's how it works.
There's always a sword there.
There's a Cloud
Uh-oh.
of Skinstone.
That's not what Winds wanted to find.
Wow. On Paraby.
Dax chest. Yeah, hopefully we don't see a Cave of Flames dip from anyone. It might still have the sword, but you never know. I mean, I'll definitely play Cave of Flames over Palace right now. But hopefully it's just in droplets. And then this wouldn't be that bad
That
of a
would
seed.
make this quite a nice seed. Like,
Yeah, I think the trolley
I
scene
mean-
would be Tingle
okay,
having a
for
sword.
Francois, do you go to droplets or do you go to Deepwood after this? How long can you put off droplets?
I guess you... I think you do droplets because you're required to do a higher percentage of the chests.
Yeah, if you hit go mode, Deepwood is just going to the boss, because Francois has already been there and picked up the big key. Whereas droplets, you have to do most of the things that you would do in a full clear anyways. You wouldn't do Blue Chew, and I guess you can skip some of the Gust Shot checks until after Octo or something.
Yeah, do we want to have a bet for where we think the Four Swords are going to be?
If Trace wants to open up a bet for us, that would be lovely.
We've had a few of the more delicious options go by.
We still have some good options.
Old man myth, yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking of that one as well. And
Is it
yeah,
my
Francois is
second
going
one, yeah?
into deep wind instead of droplets.
Okay.
I guess Francois really doesn't like droplets.
Have they mismarked their tracker or something? Like, come on. I'm sure people don't like to go to droplets when it's not required.
I mean,
But when
it's
it's
kind of
required,
the same thing you said about Fortress earlier. This is later in logic, so I guess the checks are worth.
Yeah, fan loop. It's not going to be the first time that we've had go mode there. Yeah, Francois just clearing up all of the elements right now. They've got everything they need to get all of the elements right now. It's just where is their full sword?
Which is not an uncommon position to be in this render, so...
Yes, all four of the elements that are on the bosses are required to open up Dark Horror Castle, the last dungeon in the game.
Yeah, in these settings anyways. But...
Under these settings. Alright, so put your bet in chat. Where do you think the full sword is going to be? So we got a couple of bets in already. Hendris bets second half of Palace of Winds. I'm saying Fountain. We've got first half of Palace of Winds. Okay, so that's both ends of Palace of Winds covered.
There's another
Clear
Cloud
up.
of Skinstone on green shoe.
Oh no. Old Man Myth, so that's Griegel. Georg.
Francois? You're not allowed to bet, you don't know where it is. Yes, I know Termina is not a real bet, but still.
Oh, okay, we got Francois here. Francois, why did you not go to droplets?
Yeah,
we
were
need to
wondering
know.
about
You
that.
had access for like
Both
half an
before
hour.
And now, after doing Royal Crypt, we were wondering, why not do droplets?
Alright, Wynn's got their last book. That is Yalari access. Oh my god, is it Yalari?
Oh, that would be
if,
great.
if the last two swords are on Tingle and Yalari. You wanted a shield! Dude!
Oh, but there was... didn't Wind pick up the mirror shield somewhere?
Yeah, the mirror shield was on the path to Octo.
So... There was a shield in droplets.
Yeah, I guess it was also the avoiding cloud tops earlier on as well.
Yeah, that... But still, like, you can't put off droplets for a shield.
Yeah, putting off droplets for a shield is not worth it. You're saving 40 seconds. It's over spending minutes, and minutes and minutes, and like 10 minutes putting off doing other checks.
I mean, that does explain the choice, but it's... Like, in this situation, the most checks you have are in droplets, so you're likely to find a shield there. Instead of, like, doing all of the back of deep wood for nothing here. Unless
Yeah,
there's another thought here, but...
Look, Octominute is a nice strat that you can implement sometimes. Don't expect to be able to do it all the time, otherwise you're gonna end up full clearing the game trying to look for your shield.
Like, your shield can always be, like, your first shield can be on Octo, so... Or your boost can be on Octo.
Oh, the ROM special.
Yeah.
But Wins has pretty much done everything in Templar Droplets now, apart from the Gust Jar locks.
Yeah, he has
Yes.
Octo, Blue Churu, and the Ice Plane to just the post-Twin Frozen that we're gonna see here. I don't think he's done the Underwater Pot, and he wouldn't have done Ice Speakers. So those are still here, but most of the checks are in the 2 Ruby Pass, and he has done both of those. So, is Francois now gonna go into droplets, please? Okay. No? Yes? Okay. Looks like he is. So yeah, a bit later, but got green shirt out of the way, that's required.
Yeah, so there's one way that the seed can still turn into an all-dungeon seed, and that's if the last cast of the last Cloudtop's Kinstone is on Glee Rock, and then the 4 Swords on Georg.
Well, that is one way it can happen. If the 4 Swords is on Georg, the last Cloud of Skinstone are... We're missing 2, right? Or no, or...
No, we're
no,
missing
they have
one.
one different. But yeah, like
Yeah.
if the Cloud of Skinstone is here, the 4 Swords is on Georg, the boss key is on Pot Push, and the Power Braces are on Georg, that also works.
Oh yeah, that as well. Yeah, pick your poison. Ooh, Wind's hesitating ever so slightly there. Okay, looks fine.
That looks okay.
Okay, they're going for myth patterns. Getting the rock drop on you there is okay for that pattern. They didn't go for PPL movement for the Octominute. This is looking a little bit
Yes, you can
dodgy.
close the bet when Winds gets done with Octo.
The bet is for where the 4 Sword is, right?
Yeah. But we shouldn't keep it open too long, especially...
Oh,
like,
right.
Winds is
Okay.
gonna get new checks done after this, probably, right?
I didn't see what the pattern they got was.
I don't know myth patterns at all. I don't know the normal patterns either, but...
Nah, he didn't get it. He went for a pattern he thought it was, but it looked like their movement was wrong during the minute anyway, so it failed for that reason. Yeah, I do not recommend doing myth patterns. They are hard. You have to pause and like look at a spreadsheet to try and figure out what pattern you got, and it's horrible. Just do PPL movement because it's very common that you just don't have to do anything after the PPL movement.
So it says round 2 in the title because this is the round 2 semi-finals of the lower bracket, which means it's the second in the lower bracket.
Yeah, this is the first
So
and
after
only
this,
gate
there's gonna be
between-
the 2 rounds of lower bracket finals.
Yeah.
There's each round of 2, so it's gonna be the winner of this playing Hindress, and then the winner of that playing Pika Parts, and then the winner of that is gonna move on to grand finals.
Yeah, because of the structure of the tournament, all of the lower bracket rounds have 2 stages to them.
Yeah, basically it's the second round of 4 in the lower bracket.
Yeah, in the lower brackets, the first round is everyone who won a round from before that. So the semi-finals round 1 is all of the winners of the lower bracket quarterfinals. And then round 2 is the winners of those matches versus whoever lost in the winners bracket semi-finals. Yeah, it's because we got a weird number of people in this tournament.
No, it's not. The number of people really doesn't matter beyond the first round.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was
Like
that
the
first
only
round.
thing where the number of people mattered, I guess, is that we only have 1 round of 16 in the lower bracket, because the losers round 1 was a round of 2, but that's
Yeah.
because everyone else basically got twice through that round. So that would, like, if you had more people, that would have been another round of 16. I think that's how that works.
Alright, where does Wins want to go next? Their next progression is going to be on Tingle. Unless they find another sword somewhere.
If they find another sword somewhere, that would be nice, but they would still need to do Tingle at some point. You do need all the swords in this game. And there's Francois' shield. There was also
Not
the
gonna
roll
go to-
attack in there, right?
Sorry, not going to go to Tingle. No, I'm going to go to Octo straight away.
Activate the blue warp first. You do want to get the blue warp.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, that's the last
That's the
cast
last
award.
Kinstone.
Cloud Tops Kinstone.
Cloudtop's Kinstone. Where was the one that Wins is missing? Was that in the... That was on Green Shoe, right.
Yeah, it was Green Shoe.
So, still needs to do a bunch of stuff to get that, but...
Alright, there's dog food. Oh. Yeah, Wins...
So the moments are fast because they have the butterfly for the moments.
Yeah, they picked up
That's
the...
a vanilla feature, but you wouldn't see it in most speedrun categories.
Alright, okay, Wins picks up their sword. That blue sword is just going to tell them to go to Royal Crypt. It's required. There's a lot of items over there.
Yeah, where's... Oh, Wins is picking up Orphan Fairy. Okay.
Yeah, you're in the area. You continue doing the route that you initially intended.
Which is... But you do want, like... If he, I guess he would have been planning to go to Minish Woods, Flipper's Caves after this, and you do want to put those off until after Graveyard. Just in case you might find a Gastjar there, which we know is the case.
Yeah, the Oracle Sisters in town are the people that you fuse with to get the butterflies to appear in the overworld. You can get all of the butterflies in...
You can get all of the butterflies, you can't get all of the ladies' houses in Vanilla. But
Yeah,
that's a different thing.
you can fuse with them whenever you go up to them and talk to them. It's the houses. When you make them move into a house, then they will start selling you a charm in a bottle. Well, they don't
But
sell
it's not
it.
really a sale, they just give it to you if you talk to them.
Yeah. Yeah, Din's Charm, Nehru's Charm, and Feroz Charm give you combat bonuses. So Din's Charm doubles your damage, Nehru's Charm halves the amount of damage you take, and then Feroz does a mix of both. And yeah, you can only pick 2 of them to move into houses, so you pick which 2 of the charms you want to be getting access to. We've seen a lot of people in this tournament go and get Din to move into one of the houses so that they can get Din's charm. It helps out a bit with some of the fights, like Summon Simulation and the Dark Knight fight at the end of the game. Yeah, if you're
it's a shame that it takes so long for them to set that up, because those are some nice threats.
I mean, it loses like 10-20 seconds, I want to say, depending on how good you are at the fight.
This is a vodcast, yes. The match happened a bit ago, and this is being broadcast for the first time and with live commentary. But...
Yeah, this is the first time that we or anyone else has seen this match.
Yeah. And Myth and I are aware of the result, but not gonna tell you until it's shown on stream, basically.
Yeah, don't worry that Francois...
If Francois was in chat while actually racing, that wouldn't have been a problem. But yeah, no, they are not racing live this season.
This isn't a common thing for this tournament, it's specifically for this match.
Yeah. But yeah, both now doing stuff the other has already done. Francois on the way to Octo is just about to activate the red warp or get to the room where the red warp is. Wins clearing out Royal Crypt, did pick up his Gust Shrine in the graveyard, is gonna head to Deeper Shrine after this.
Yeah, they're both in the same position now, it's just one item from Go mode.
Both of them now in 3 elements, although it's different elements. Francois still having to do Octo, and Win still has to do Green Shoe. Which will give him his last Cloud of Skinstone. So I guess that's a reasonable play after this. Getting the Wind Tribe stuff.
Yeah, you're kind of narrowing down what stuff you have available to you.
The big areas are Wind Tribe and Cave of Flames right now. Well, Palace, Wind Tribe, and Cave of Flames.
Yeah, and well, town as well. There is a lot of
You
town.
have some. There's not a lot of like. Yeah, you have Yilari and the sewers, and you have school,
There's the fountain.
harpies, and rooftops, and you have the fountain.
Yeah, there's the pillar chest. Or maybe it's just it's just a Dark Arrow Castle. That's always an option.
Could be Dark Arrow Castle, yeah.
There's one chest in Dark Arrow Castle it could be in. May see someone go in there just to pray, just hope. that the sword's going to be there. Yeah, I bet on.
Francois also going for the Manip Factor.
Yeah,
Did we
they've
set that?
saved to start doing this. Yeah, also
also
going for
not going for PPL movement. So
Yeah. With PPL movement, in that room that they just dashed through with the ice, you would do some extra movement there. You do a couple of rolls and tapping the boots to get the right
yeah, you
RNG
tap boots
information.
twice, or for 2 paths, depending on if you
Yeah.
can time that, and then roll 3 times, I think, and then
Yeah.
dash. Which is the rando way of doing that. In the U version, there's some other effect in that room that advances RNG, so you depends a bit more on timing, and you do a roll or 2 less, depending on how long you want to take.
Alright, Wins gets the the big key. Sticks around in here though.
Yeah.
Oh, I have no idea what pattern Francois just got was. I think that's a recognizable one. He should be get something here. Okay. It was 2
You did 2 plus 3 there.
a 3. Oh, he gets it. Okay.
So that's Octominute.
Yeah, he gets 3 rocks in that last cycle. Otherwise, he would just do a random movement there. Right, that is Francois' last element. Does have access to go to Dark Horror Castle right now, but still needs that Force Sword before they enter Go mode.
I mean, you do have 1 check in Dark Horror Castle, and you do want to check that kind of soon.
Yeah, not
yeah,
sure
what else
if we
does...
have to have a tower
Francois
there.
does still have the South Bayford stuff. He hasn't been there yet. And which does have his last Cloud of Skin Stones, so...
Is there a reason why people don't do bomb strats on Wobbuffet? Well, because it's even harder than doing the strats on Green Chew, and the strats on Green Chew are hard. Yeah, sure, you can save a second. It's not worth it. And you don't want to use remotes. Remote bombs are not worth it on the Chew fights. You want
So
to
when you say bomb strats and that they are hard, what exactly do you mean?
they
do you
require
just
consistent
place down
timing.
bombs as it wobbles and have them explode
Yeah,
once
like
it lands?
you gust jar, and then like as soon as they start wobbling, you need to let go of gust jar, project where they're gonna land, place down 3 bombs with really precise timing, so that when he lands, they blow up, and they're far enough apart so that the bombs don't blow each other up, but they're still within the AOE to deal damage to him, and they explode quickly enough so that they
Bombs blow each
don't
other up in
delay.
this game? Huh.
Yeah, if you put 2 bombs next to each other, one blows up and they'll both blow up. At the same time. Yeah, that's kind of it. It's like, who's gonna find the,
Yeah,
find
Francois
plus?
decided to not open up Dark Horror Castle yet, is going to Cloud Tops. Which is where, like, Wins has cleared all the checks in Cloud Tops, so we know he's not gonna find a Force Sword there, but he does now have all
odds
the
of
Kin Stones.
Force Sword.
And
The odds of the Force Sword being in Dark Horror Castle are so astronomically low. But you just can't, like, we
But it's
never
the fastest check you have, because you have to
Yeah.
do most of the slow stuff to get there anyways.
Yeah, going to Palace. Would you really want to go to... I guess they're not doing Palace, they're doing...
No, they're gonna do the
Wind
Wind
Tribe.
Tribe. I wouldn't expect them to go into Palace
Oh!
right away.
And they haven't done anything in Cloud Tops either.
Yeah,
so,
no,
yeah.
that's why Francois is here, because he also has other cloud checks, although we know those are not the answer.
No, you never want to go to Palace. Even when it's required, you don't really want to go to Palace. No, the best Palace you can hope for is a go mode Palace. You already have
No, the
everything.
best
you need.
palace you can hope for is a non-required palace where the force sword is in the first chest.
Oh, and then you can just leave. Yeah, okay. I mean, the best palace you can hope for is a palace that's got nothing in it, and you never go there.
Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing in this tournament as well. It's just shown that, like, if Palace is not required, the Go move's probably there anyway.
I mean, that's not been true every time, but...
Probably. It's just, you know,
Yeah,
it's not every time, but just in a lot of cases.
likely at this point that...
People who made a play over the Palace normally paid off for it. Unless it's me. And quite a lot of other people as well. It's a thing in the weeklies. Like, if you gamble Palace in the weeklies, it's not gonna pay off. You're gonna get to the end of Palace and someone else is gonna dot done, and you're gonna be like, okay, I guess Palace wasn't the play. But yeah, in these tournament 1v1s though, people who've gone to Palace to go for their Go mode have fared quite well.
So, after this, obviously Francois is gonna do the Wind Tribe, which is the new checks then, and then I doubt he's gonna do Palace, but he might. Where do you think Winds is gonna go after finishing Deepwood?
I mean, they've got all of their Cloudtops Kinstones as well. They could go into Palace. Or they may go Cave of Flames. Yeah, they got their Cane near Fortress Winds quite a while ago, so... Maybe that's still on their minds. They're thinking, okay, what are they going to do? They're going to town.
I mean, the Cane locked the sword and the Kinstone already. And the sword
It does
the
look...
Gust
They're
Shard
going for
Falcon.
Yulari!
Alright, Yulari it is. Yeah, I think the town checks are better than going through Cloudtops for the Wind Tribe checks, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Like,
There's a couple
Winds
of
has
really
already
good
cleared Cloudtops, because that's
Yeah.
why it's less
There's Great
effective
Uncle
than it was for
Herbert.
Francois.
over in Cloudtops, not in Cloudtops, over in Castle Wilds, Great Uncle Herbert. They've all got enough scrolls for him now. There's the Veil Falls up a waterfall. I think Francois just grabbed that. Fortunately, Yulari does not have our full sword today. That would be the most amazing last two
That
swords
would
in this
be
game.
amazing, yeah. Tingle and Yulari for swords.
Right, nothing on Greagle. Nothing under the library.
So I guess the at this point would be the HC.
Yeah, you really want to. I don't know. I think when you have all of the elements, you should always go to Dark Horror Castle and open it up.
Yeah, always play to your memes. That is the strat for this random, right? But yeah, Wind Tribe wasn't it, and Francois is not doing this right now, as expected. Looks like
Yeah,
he's also
go
going to do Yellari and follow and touch checks behind Winds.
I think you just look at the probabilities of the items you have. It's like, what are the odds that you're going to find all of your Cloudtop's Kenstones at this stage? And yeah, I guess it's pretty likely that you would have all of your Cloudtop's Kenstones at this point, but still you want to check the...
Yeah, the only place where Cloudtop's Kenstone could have been that you didn't do is like Cave of Flames.
Yeah. Yeah, it would have been nice if there was a Cloudtop's Kenstone over there in Cave of Flames, just so that it... kind of all of the non-required stuff all locked itself, so that you never had to go there.
Right with the vanilla sword on Malaria, right?
You kind of don't want to do School Garden because your full sword can't be at the back, but
there's the
still
one
chest
hard
there.
piece, and you don't want... like, there's one item on the way. You don't want to leave your full sword there forever, so...
Yeah.
Just getting that makes sense. It's not slow, it's just... pushing a statue or something like that is faster than pulling, although there is a way you can make pulling faster.
Yeah, you do pumping, which is, as the animation's playing of Link pulling the pillar, you release your controls to neutral, and then you press and hold the button again, and it cuts the animation time down, and it makes it as fast as if you were pushing it.
If you do it perfectly.
Yeah, it's a bit tricky, but it just comes with timing. It's a rhythm kind of movement. Winds is going for the fountain. No, Winds was just holding the button down, which is just the standard way of doing it.
And yeah,
Okay,
Francois right behind Winds, also going into the fountain.
They're so close to full clearing town at this point. I think the only things left is the school. Did they check the school roof and the...
Yes. At least Winds
Oh.
did.
Oh, okay then, right. Then yeah, they full clear town.
Yeah. So Winds nudging Great Uncle Herbert, and then I guess the choice is: do you go up to Cave of Flames, or do you go to Wind Tribe for him? For Francois, it's Cave of Flames or Palace.
Yeah, this is a really rough place to be in right now. It's like 50-50 between these two dungeons. You pick the wrong one, like, there is no chance at coming back, because it just takes way too long.
There is the chance that your opponent also made the same choice.
Yeah.
But yes, if they go to different dungeons, that choice will have decided the match. If they make the same choice, then we have a race, because they are still quite close. And especially after Winds spends the time that Francois already did on getting to the Wind Tribe, doing the fusions here in Cloudhouse.
Okay, after Wind gets this chest, that is it for the overworld, everyone.
Well, Wind still has Wind Trap.
Oh, yeah, okay. I was kind of counting that in Palace as well, but yeah. Like,
I disagree with lumping Wind Trap in with Palace, even though it's like, yeah, you get access to it at the same time usually, but it's...
I mean, we checked it. Francois just checked it.
Yeah,
so
Francois checked Wind Trap.
We
We know
know.
that it's not there. It's just...
Okay, we now know it's either in Cave of Flames or Palace. Well, actually, that's a lie. It could also be in Malari. It could be in Dark Horror Castle, or it could be next to Malari. Malari's mom.
Yeah, there is
Those
that
two
one
chests
chest up on Krenner as well. Well, two checks.
Yeah. Okay, Francois is demonstrating the pumping technique. So you can see that he's releasing the button and then pressing it down again. So he's moving slightly faster than if you were just holding the button down.
So, where's Francois gonna go now?
Dark Horror Castle.
I would have said Dark Horror Castle is the play, but apparently he has... Oh, apparently he has... Oh, has he not done this?
Shock roof. Okay. Oh, I don't think they've done any of the Minish checks.
Well, he has done Fountain, so it's just these three. So after this they'll be really close, and it's really just... Do they both pick the same dungeon and we have a race, or do they pick different dungeons and that's that?
I think the only on-the-way chest left is in Dark Horror Castle. If it's not that, then it's not an on-the-way chest.
No, it's... So...
Right, interesting route from Francois.
Which of the two dungeons would you choose in this situation? I feel like Palace is
Cave of
a
Flames.
better place to check for items, but okay.
I might get the Warp at Cave of Flames, check those 5 items at the front, and then go to Palace.
I can see that, yeah.
Because you're just going from item density. Cave of Flames is really front-loaded because of those 5 Rupee Mania items.
Yeah, I guess get those 5 peaked and get the 2 overworld checks there.
Kind of depends on what the key layout is, and like if you get 2 small keys and a big key at the front of Cave of Flames, I may be tempted to go.
You're not looking to go to the boss though. You are looking to go
but
to get the Foresight.
yeah, I'd like the idea of Palace instead. Yeah, and also grab the 2 items outside of Cave of Flames as well on the way. You don't want to leave those 2 after the dungeon and then find your 4 sword there. That's rough.
You definitely do those before you do anything more than peeking the 5 items in Cave of Flames.
Right,
So was that it for Francois in town?
I
was.
think so. What are they doing now? Are they going to go for Cave of Flames?
That looks like he's going to Cave of Flames.
At least hitting the warp for it.
Well, no,
Oh,
he's checking the
shield.
scrubs. He hasn't
Yeah,
checked the
that's
scrubs
right.
yet because he only picked up his shield in Temple of Droplets, and well, he has by now picked up the other one in Cloudhouse, but
Right, where
Orphan
is
Fairy?
Francois? Oh no! Oh, I guess they got distracted after getting their blue sword, so they didn't do Orphan Fairy. Yeah.
yeah, this is Orphan Fairy.
Right, is Win's just going to head it right into Palace at this point, or are they going to leave? You can equip the ocarina here and then leave. They're not. They're going to go into Palace.
Wind is going to go into Palace.
Okay,
is
what
Francois
is...
going to go into Palace, or is Francois
Yeah.
going to go towards the mountain instead?
Well, let's see what Francois commits to. They are going to
Did he not do the waterfall yet? Oh, he didn't do
Oh,
this blue sword lockjaw.
Yeah.
So Francois still has a few overworld checks that Winds has done already. So imagine they now both full clear Palace and Cave of Flames, and then it's in DHC.
Yeah, even if even if Francois decides to go to Cave of Flames instead and make this like a coin toss race, there's still the possibility that they could finish close. Yeah, Wind's not doing any kind of bomb strats for this fight, just using the lantern on its own.
Yeah, I mean, in the first and maybe the second you can get a 1 cycle, for the third it doesn't matter at best if you use bombs. Or just a lantern.
Bombs and lantern you can 1 cycle every...
Well, yes, but normal bombs and lantern. Remotes, yeah.
With remotes, I don't like people using remotes.
I mean, using remotes for the first 2 waves is still faster than what Winds just did.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you definitely want to do any kind of bomb strat. No, Francois not going to go for Palace, they're going to go for Cave of Flames.
Well, they're going for the Krell. And I guess it's probably Cave of Flames after, but right now they're going for the Krennis trap. They're still clearing out Overwatch checks. But yeah, it's gonna head up to Cave of Flames now. Probably do the Premalar Fusion and the block chests.
Yeah, activate that warp so that you can just shrink and then...
Yeah, activate that warp.
Oh, I guess you want to pitch...
Scout the items? No? It's not
Oh,
scouting,
they're
it's saving
going to
here.
save scum. The save scum's kind of pointless when you have the ocarina, though, because you can just warp. You can just use the ocarina to flute to that location.
Yeah, I would have liked the save scum if you used setting the save warp point to also scout the items more.
Yeah, yeah. I thought that dip into Cave of Flames was to see those items. Because if you have 4 swords there, I was just like, okay, I'm done. It's such an item-dense spot.
Winds obviously forced to skip hot push since they don't have power bracelets. Did he find the big key yet?
Yes, he did. He got the big key and 2 small
Okay.
keys from the Rupee Mania items.
And do you go for the big chest here?
Oh no, no! You skip hot push, you skip the top of the dungeon. That's the rule.
That is the rule, except you're looking for your sword only. You don't look to clear the dungeon.
Yeah, well, once you check what pot push is, then you can go back.
But that is way slower if pot push is nothing than having it opened. And like, if you then need the power bracelets, those are going to be in logic before anything you find there. And imagine if, say, the power bracelets are in the school garden, then you know you're gonna find your sword before then.
Yeah, okay, that would have been quite telling if they saw the power bracelets back there.
Yeah, they didn't check the visible item, which, yeah, obviously you only
Yeah.
need the sword, but that would have been the one thing they could have seen there that would have told them something.
Wins.
But yeah,
Yeah,
I think
no, you
I
don't
would
be using
open the
great
big
spin
chest
on
in this
these guys.
situation.
These guys can outspin you, so don't try and great spin them. You want to use your cape to jump over them.
And then great spin them. Okay, Winds is skipping the big chest.
Yeah.
I don't know, like going back there is way slower, and if you get locked out because of that, then
You lose
that
2 items.
makes...
You lose 4 items at the end of the dungeon.
Well, you can go back. They do have enough keys to guarantee that, right? Like, they can definitely activate the switch next to Pop Push, so they can go back and get it, and they haven't got the blue bob. So,
Yeah, but
you don't lose them, you just...
it would mean that you would have to go back through the front half of the dungeon to get to Pop Push again to get that small key so that you can then go to the back to get those last ones.
But, okay, but Pop Push isn't in logic. So, if you do that, then you know that the last, like the later parts of Palace aren't in logic. So you would probably not do that immediately, instead go to Cave of Flames instead. Whereas if there isn't a small key in Pot Push, the big chest can be in logic, so you want to just check it. Which it doesn't look like. Yeah, I think they've just found all keys.
Was that all keys? No, they're missing one.
They're missing one still, okay. But yeah, like... I don't know. In this situation, I think I would have gone for the big chest. And there's not a small key.
Yeah, you could have gone for the big chest. Oh, there is!
So yeah, that just decided the race. So it just came down to Flames or Palace.
Yeah, that was a complete coin toss between the two runners there. Who was going to find the Four Sword in which dungeon? Winds made the right call there.
Unfortunately, not in Dark Hyrule Castle.
Yeah, who bet second half Palace? Because that was the.
That was Henry's bet, I think. Yeah, pretty sure Henry's has a winning bet unless someone specifically bet Palace Twin Wizrobes or something. So, congratulations to Henrys for winning that bet. As a reward, you get to play Winds, probably, unless something disastrous happens.
Yeah, unless something disastrous happens. Francois is not going to be getting their Four Sword for a while here, probably 10, 15 minutes. It's going to be more than enough time for Winds to finish this up.
It is a bit late for a Towers bet unless Nori is really fast in opening that. It's like 30 seconds until Winds gets to the king, right?
1 minute from that door.
1 minute.
It's Trez that's opening it a bit. Wait, is Nori doing
No,
the bet?
Nori opened the first bet, which is why it said specifically her to maybe have it. But yeah, at this point it's very late, so probably best just to not.
Oh boy, Sword Beam strat on Gleerock. That sounds
Well,
like
there's
fun.
the tower bet. We have short moment to bet on which
Yeah,
towers are going to be required in the HC.
Get your
before-
bets in. The bet is going to close immediately. As soon as we go and get the item off the king, the bet's going to close. So get your bets in chat. Nimbus.
North, south, east, west. That is...
Okay, and the bet is closed.
Yeah,
That is
so
a-
we already know it's not one tower.
Yeah, that was a random. The random item was a blue pea, and it was on the king. Right, there's our first small key. And there is
So-
another small key.
2 small keys, 1 non-small key so far. So it's either 2
I think
or
it's 2 or
3.
3.
Is that it? Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
2 or 3.
Speedrunning restream bet percent.
That is how. Yeah.
Nori with the world record.
Wins going
Ooh,
for the
nice
single
slash.
strat here. That is the easiest strat for that room.
I wouldn't say
If
it's
you
the
have tried
easiest.
any other strat, try that one. You will probably get it first try.
You won't probably get it first try, actually. It's pretty tricky. You do need to practice it a little bit.
No,
Yeah,
it's not. You can.
It is!
like,
I
if you have
miss
seen
it all the time.
look, if you've seen it,
Okay,
you're probably gonna
conceptually,
get it first try. You might not get it consistently after that, but you're probably gonna get it on your first try.
conceptually, it's very easy. You create clones, you walk up to the middle and you slash. Like, there's not much to it. It's
No, it's really easy timing on the slash and not that hard positioning. Like, I think you have a bit of leniency in how far up or down you move yourself, and
yeah, it's much easier in comparison to the
to
bomb
any of the
strat.
spin strats.
The spin strat is the spin strat's easier. It's just a lot less consistent because you just have to pray every time you do the spin strat that it's going to work.
The spin strat isn't easier. The timing on releasing the spin is harder than the timing on the slash.
Right, Francois has made their way to
But
Palace.
yeah, we do have 2 towers.
Yeah, it is 2 towers.
Haven't mentioned that before.
Now, is it
Uh,
going to be northwest, southeast?
It's gonna be north, south, and east, west, obviously.
North, south, and east,
Those are
west.
directions.
Oh, wind snow, you move sideways. Yeah, you don't move sideways at all in this room, otherwise it throws it off the alignment. It's
Yeah,
pretty
but
much
does
picture
get back
perfect.
into the center position, so...
Yeah, you just want to hold up in that room and never press sideways. Yeah, keeping the bow out here, not wanting to switch to cape to make that fight easier.
I mean,
that
you're
room
gonna
only
need to switch equips anyways for the next room, so...
Yeah. Yeah, you might as well equip the cape. Oh, how did you not fall off? That is so risky using the remote bombs there, because if you try and place a bomb down, it doesn't place, you press again, and then you run out of time. So then you try and be quite quick with your presses there to make sure that you get a bomb down, but then it just ends up blowing up in your face. And then you fall off the edge. Oh, Francois!
Francois having some trouble with cane skip there, that was the second try I believe, so...
Yeah.
Wynn's not going for the quick kill on this Dark Nut.
Yeah, this one is such an easy quick kill on this Black Knight.
Yeah, you move diagonally upwards as you enter the room and then roll next to it on the wall and just keep slashing it until it dies.
Yeah, don't stand in the
middle. A bit harder than
room.
that sounds, but it's doable with a bit of practice.
Yeah, it requires a lot of balance to make sure that you're not slashing too quickly, because the more you slash the Dark Nut, the further you get knocked back. So you want to time your sword presses so that you're maintaining the perfect distance away.
Yeah,
it's a real balancing act.
It is a bit of balance. You can, I think it's just like start out a bit slow and can speed it up a bit after, and that works quite well. But yeah, it's... Hendris keep slashing it until it dies is applicable to every enemy in TMC if you fill in the blanks in between, whereas in that strat you don't do anything else, you just keep slashing it until it dies.
Except Octo.
Yeah, you don't slash Octo till it dies, you slash in the direction of Octo as it shoots boulders at you until it dies.
You don't slash. Ideally you don't slash.
Well, yes, you can use the shield. But... You can also slash in the direction of Octo while it fires boulders at you until it dies. With some lamp movement in between.
Wynn's going for the TAS strat in that room. I don't think that was intentional, I think that was a backup to accidentally getting set on fire, but yeah.
Yeah.
Getting set on fire and then running around the room, lighting all of the torches.
I mean, if you are already set on fire, of course you try for setting the torches on fire as well.
Okay, it's not northeast.
That was his... Was that northeast only? Was that a second? Yeah, he has done both north towers already, hasn't he?
No, they started out on,
They started out with northwest.
Did they do northwest first? Okay, I didn't see that. Wait, is it both south then? Because they did get some key. Okay then.
We have been talking here for a while. I think in that time he did 2 towers.
I'd hope so.
Like, unless he got grabbed when doing northwest, that was a second tower.
I didn't see what their enter Dark Arrow Castle time was. Let's see how quickly they were going to do this. It was 2 towers.
It was 2 towers, and we're pretty sure it's 2 south. If Wynn finds a small key here, it's 2 south, basically, and we believe this is 4th tower, so it should... Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
So both south towers.
Wait, did Hendris win the second bet?
Yeah, Hendris won the second bet, and he put it in a unconventional way, so I duplicated his bet. Nori, Hendris was first.
Yeah, Hendris sniped eyeball with that one.
Yeah, like if you put like 2 things like that, it's usually because you put a diagonal. It's way faster to just put one
Hendrix
better
wants
if you're
both
gonna go
the
for.
bets.
Yeah, I'll give you it. I mean, that works, I guess. Wynn's getting the good RNG, but not quite managing to keep the Darkness pinned at the bottom of the room there. And there's Francois' 4 swords, so... I don't know, how long has it been since Wynn's picked that up? Been a while.
Yeah.
It was about 15 minutes ago, a bit less.
Ooh, Wynn's getting unfortunate there with the spin strat there. Yeah, having to repeat an extra cycle there on Veti 1, but otherwise not a terrible fight. Yeah, going for Cape Strat on the first cycle lands that nicely. Oh, all of the eyes at the back.
Yeah, that happens rarely, but sometimes it happens. Is that... I don't know, usually the second phase is left or right, right?
Yeah. It just obeys the same rules as Mazao, where it can't repeat the same one twice, 2 cycles in a row. Oh no, accidentally touches the wrong thing. Oh wait, no, he's fine.
That was clockwise clones, it still didn't work.
Yeah,
so...
I think it's because it's upside down, you have to mirror it.
Do you have to mirror it? Alright then. So, the rule is create clones with relink on the left then.
If it's underneath or on the sides, then... yeah. Or just create a clone in the middle.
Well...
oh, okay!
You say that, but... outside...
I don't know, Matty 2 sucks.
Okay, I think we can agree on that, yeah.
It's down to which direction Link's sword slashes, and it changes depending on which orientation the thing is.
Okay. Getting a 5th cycle there. Why was that not working? Like, obviously the Great Spin wouldn't kill it, but why did the slashes after not?
I think it's because of the Great Spin.
Okay, so the Great Spin just made it impossible for that to die?
Yeah,
no, he didn't take... Okay,
I think what happened was the Great Spin underflowed Vati's health. Yeah.
Okay then. Vati sucks, yeah.
Don't Great Spin Vati too. You do too much
no.
damage and then he becomes invulnerable.
Maybe that's how.
I
That's
think.
how
I don't know.
We should
I don't
do some
actually
investigation
know.
into Vati with a debugger at some point, yeah.
Yeah, like we'll get someone who actually knows what they're doing to actually figure out how everything works. This is empirical evidence from observation, not like actual analysis of code.
I mean, you wouldn't even need to analyze code for this, you would just need to know where Vati stores its health data and look at it with a debugger.
Yeah.
Which is a bit more complicated than I make it sound there, but that's...
Yeah, first looking,
no, Hendrix, I'm
running
pretty sure Leo knows what they're doing,
Yeah.
for example.
PPL knows what they're doing. They know a lot about the inner workings of the game than most people. Ooh, very tight there from Wins, managing to kill that last eye before the arm kicked him
I
out.
mean, he still had a bit of leeway there. But yeah, not a lot of...
Ooh, a bit far to the right, but it does get the
Oh,
hit.
that looked good. So yeah, here we see Francois trying a spin strat on these cannonballs.
Yeah, this
and
sucks.
failing. Just do the slash, it's easier. And, like...
Right, Wins is 2 more hits. Well, that was their second hit. They're 1 more hit away.
Timer already says he's finished.
Yeah, Timer
That's
says
a
he's
bit
finished, but he's got 1 more hit. And time.
That's
That is
the time. So...
2:20:04.
I mean, the time shown on screen would have been the race time, and we did have some stuttering in between, so I think that's where the difference came from.
Yeah, GG's to Wins.
But yeah, GG's to Wins. I have no idea if they are around to maybe give us an interview. It's been a while
They
since
are
the race.
offline at the moment.
Guess we could get Francois in here. We can also watch Francois to finish.
Yeah, if Francois would like to come join.
But I guess they already told us the main thing we were wondering about, which was why they delayed droploads. So I'm not sure how much we need to do an interview when they've already been answering questions in chat all the time. So alright, Francois doesn't have a mic right now, so... or can't come in here. But yeah, Francois is just about to get to the red warp in DHC, I guess.
Yeah, they've got another 14 minutes, 13 minutes or something left of this dungeon. Yes, and with that, we have now been reduced down to 4 players left in this tournament.
Is it 4?
It's only 4 left. We have
We have Penrith and Wins, who are gonna face next to get one of them eliminated. The winner of that's gonna face Pika Pals. And the winner of that gets to face Neswin in a best of 3 with a possible bracket reset. Why did we decide to make that best of 3 again?
Yeah, so we're guaranteed to see a rematch between Pika Pals and either Hendris or Wins. Both Hendris and Wins have played Pika Pals in the past, and both have lost
both
Pika Pals.
have been knocked into the losers bracket by Pika Pals.
Yeah. And also, depending on if Pika Pals wins that match again, then they can do a rematch against Nesman. Neither Wins nor Hendris has played against Nesman yet, so if they go beat Pika Pals, then they can
straight
get
out,
the
a best
first
of
chance
3
against
is not
them.
the first to 3 wins. A best of 3 is the first of 2 wins. So
Yeah.
best of 3 can go only to game 3.
Yeah, we're limited to a maximum of 6 6 grand final matches.
Which is still a lot.
Yeah, but it is kind of like saying that all 4 small keys are going to be in Dark Horror Castle. It's possible, just not very likely.
Well, we are not playing Key Sanity, so there are gonna be small keys in Dark Horror Castle.
I mean, if 4 towers having small keys.
Yeah. We could have up to 6 matches. I mean, still, like, it's minimum of 2, I guess, but I don't know. It's feels like a lot. But that's still a bit in the future. We still have 2 matches to go through before that point. Is this Francois' first or second tower? I think it's their first, right?
That looks like the first tower, yep.
So he's now going to southeast, I guess, and then hopefully goes southwest and gets to skip northwest.
Nah, you wouldn't do that.
What?
You wouldn't do northwest. Oh, it was their
It
second
was
tower.
Francois' second tower, so he
Okay.
did the same order as Wins, and is also gonna do all 4 towers.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You can look at their health. They're not on full health, which means they didn't get fairies from the outside the blue warp room. You would do that if you weren't doing northwest. All right, Wins is here.
Wins is now in chat. GG's.
If you'd like to come and join
Slept
the
through their match, still won. That's how it goes.
yeah. The commentary box is open to you if you would like to come and join for an interview. But if you've just woken up, that's understandable.
Do we want an interview? If you still like know your decision-making process for stuff in this race, I guess.
Yeah.
But
It was
it's been a while
week
for
ago.
you, right? So it's like, especially sit back. I don't know if you want to do
I
that.
can't even remember what happened.
Yeah, that too. But it's usually we rely on the runners to know what they did, but then it's been a while for you. Otherwise, if you just want to be in chat, like, I guess the main thing was like, what made you go to Fortress over Temple of Droplets?
Oh yeah,
In that situation after Hype Cave?
yeah. Both you and Francois both decided to go to Fortress at basically exactly the same time.
Yeah, you made a lot of the same decisions at the same time, right up until Francois chose to go to Cave of Flames instead. and that then
Yeah,
decided
it
the
was-
match. So
It's pretty much that. It was a 50-50 coin toss at the end there. Like, Palace doesn't have that many more items than Cave of Flames, but I guess you were just closer to Cave of Palace of Winds at the time, so it's like, okay, I'll go there. I mean, we were talking about it at the time, and what I would have gone for would have been to open up the Ocarina Warp at Cave of Flames, peek the 5 items at the front, and then if that's not anything, then go to Palace.
yeah, following the progression for Palace does make sense.
Yeah. Yeah, same thing with Fortress as well, is like you just got your Kinstones for that.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, you saw the Kinstone on Chu, yeah.
I mean, you just still did a lot like town stuff before Palace after that, but yeah, that does make sense. Oh.
Oh yeah, there is a lot of keys in Palace, so I think that does make up the difference between the number of items. Yeah.
Yeah, there's 3 keys in Fortress versus 7 keys in Palace. Don't know how many checks there are in each, and Palace is a bit longer than Fortress, I guess. So you also get 2 items faster in Fortress than you do in Palace. Cave of Flames, not Fortress. Sorry.
There's 15 randomized items in Palace. That's not including keys or map and compass. So yeah, Cave of Flames does have less items.
But it's a bit
it's
fast to get
11.
those items, right?
Yeah, exactly. Cave of Flames is
Not
just
just
Palace.
for on average, but also to get the first some items, it's faster.
Yeah.
Palace has more of a time investment up front to get
I guess
to
Palace
any-
does have those 5 Rupee Mania items fairly early on as well.
Yeah, Cane Skip isn't that early though, compared to the first few items in Cave of Flames.
Yeah, in comparison to Cave of Flames. Once you've done Cane Skip, you kind of want to just continue it through the rest of the dungeon.
Yeah, like getting to Cane Skip is still a significant time investment. I guess it's if you don't have the Ocarina spot next to Cave of Flames yet, it's also some time investment to get there. But
Yeah, with Fortress versus Droplets, we were thinking like with Droplets.
yeah, droplets you have to go to the locations where the item dense stuff is anyways, whereas Fortress you might not have to do the back if you hit Go mod there.
Yeah, it turned out in this seed that going to Fortress
In
early.
this seed, obviously, you had to get
It
to
didn't
the
matter.
vanilla boss key in Fortress, so...
Yeah. Yeah, we were looking
Yeah, I
at
can
the
see why you would
Kinstone
feel like Palace is more likely than Cave of Flames in this seed. The seed was telling you to go there, in a way.
Yeah, Cave of Flames got into logic with the cape, and then after the cape you got your Caster Kinson and you got your Cane in Fortress, or just outside of Fortress, which gave you the ability to full clear it. So it was just after that point you then went and cleared up all of the dungeons to get the elements, and then after that point, yeah, you full clear the overworlds, and then you're just left with Cave of Flames versus Palace.
Or DHC, which neither of them did.
Or DHC. Yeah, neither of you went for the meme. You went for the Yulari though, just not Dark Horror Castle. Oh, that single, yeah. Tingle Sword's great.
Yeah, the Tingle Sword was a good laugh. And there's Francois' finish. So
GG's to
33
Francois.
minutes, 26 seconds. That's 13.5 minutes behind wins.
Francois
Which
and
is like the time
wins.
Francois spent in Cave of Flames.
Yeah.
Alright.
I think
Yeah, Francois.
So, let's move over to the interview screen, which actually works this time. I got it. Okay. So
Nice.
Whatcast can now also have a working interview screen. That's nice. Yeah. Am I getting any ban points for this?
Like, I don't know about ban points, if Wins or Francois want to weigh in on that. You are getting meme points. Sword and Tingle is a meme point. So that's another point there for the ban list. Not sure if there was anything else. Hendris might have paid more attention to.
If I played the seed, I wouldn't give any ban points.
See, I lost my touch again. I only got one meme TMCR seed in me, and then it all went downhill, and now it's boring. Dang, I'm old.
Yeah,
I mean,
not
in Dark
everyone can
Horror
roll a
it's hard to
seed
beat.
like Hendris did for the last.
I'm
Sorry,
washed up.
Washed up.
I'm washed up.
So 2 meme points according to Hendris.
Okay, 2 meme points. How many meme points does that make? Like 3? 4?
Total?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know. I mean,
Uh,
I'm a living meme, so this gives me like 1 billion meme points already, so I win, Nado. But yeah. This
there's the
was
ban list again.
different, but it worked out quite well, and I hope you all understand that in this case, it's kind of needed for us to do this. You can keep that on there. Okay, Nado. I want to give a big warm shout out to you, iBot, and to you, Myth, for doing this special rebroadcast, even though you knew the result beforehand.
Yeah, we were just interested to see how it.
Yeah,
That
for a
like that.
while there, when like before we got to the first 100, Francois was pretty solidly ahead, and I was like, how did he lose this? But okay, it was a 4-shot hunt, and he decided to go to Cave of Flames instead of Palace.
Yeah, Wins. I was thinking that as well. Was like, yeah, Win tribe kind of consider it as a part of Palace, but on the other hand, you kind of don't want to think about it like that.
All right, any final words from any one of you?
Well, I got nothing.
Well, congratulations, Wins. Good luck on your next match against Hendris. That's going to be a match to keep an eye out on. It's going to be the losers bracket final match.
Well, it's the first round of the finals.
Yep, the winner of
Which
that
means
match will
it's
be
the-
playing against.
Not the final match, but the one before that.
Yeah, we only have 3 matches left. The next 2 matches are just going to be 1 game, but then the grand finals are going to be best of 3, so we can have the possibility of lots of games.
Yeah, best of 3 plus a possible bracket reset. I'm pretty sure you can, Hendris, if Wins doesn't horribly object to a myth seed.
All right. So we're gonna be back with more TMCR. When is it?
We only got the weekly on schedule, I'm pretty
Oh
sure.
yeah.
So
True.
Oh, yeah, we
Sundays
need to
at
do-
2 p.m. Eastern.
We need to do our friendly pilot co-op against Nesmond.
Yes, we do need to do that, but I don't know if that's gonna be restreamed.
We'll see about that. And
Since we haven't yet scheduled it, like
Yeah, remember we've got the
Yeah.
variety race coming up in not this Sunday, coming up the Sunday after.
yeah, on the 21st. So that will be a pilot spoiler Christianity seed, which means it's a pilot spoiler co-op. So teams of 2 where one person actually plays the game and the other person tells them how to play the game. If you're interested in that, find out more on the Discord. Sign up there on our like teams search sheet, and we hope to see you in that race.
all right. With that, I hope you all enjoyed what you saw. Thank you all for watching. GG to both Rins and Francois. We're gonna see Rins in the lower bracket finals. And Round 1 against Hendris. And
Against Hendris, yeah.
yeah, this is gonna be scheduled sometime soon. And until then, thank you all for watching. Take care.
See ya.
Bye.